Hey team, have you ever stood up after a long session at your desk? Maybe you were deep in a gaming marathon, or perhaps you just finished a long coding sprint. You get up and feel that deep, stubborn stiffness in your hips. It's that feeling like your body needs a moment to buffer. You feel slow. You feel ancient. That sensation is more than just a minor annoyance. It is a warning sign. It is a signal that your hips, the central engine of your body's movement, are being compromised. This stiffness is a silent gain killer. It actively harms your ability to get stronger in the gym. It harms your ability to move with freedom in your daily life. That stiffness is a biomechanical problem. It directly limits your potential. The good news is that this is a solvable problem. You do not need to spend hours a day stretching on the floor. You do not need to sign up for expensive classes or buy complicated equipment. You can fix this. Let's get nerdy for a second, but keep it simple. Think of your hip joint as a classic ball and socket. You have the head of your thigh bone, the femur, the ball. It fits into a cup-shaped socket in your pelvis, the acetabulum. This design is incredible. It allows for a huge range of motion. Your leg can move forward, backward, side to side, rotate. This joint is the central hub connecting legs to torso. All the power from the ground up transfers through this junction. It's the engine of athletic movement. Surrounding the joint is a complex web of muscles, tendons, ligaments. We simplify them into two main groups: front, hip flexors, back, glutes, the primary hip extensors. They pull your knee up toward your chest. They pull your leg backward, powering you when you walk, run, or stand up from a squat. In a healthy system, these groups work in balance, like a perfectly tuned seesaw, giving mobility and stability. The problem starts when this balance is disrupted. Sitting for long periods holds hips in flexion. Hip flexors stay shortened and contracted. Over time, they become chronically tight. Meanwhile, glutes are stretched and inactive. They aren't being asked to work. Your brain starts to forget how to fire them. This is sometimes called gluteal amnesia. Your brain develops a blind spot for your most powerful muscles. When glutes go to sleep, the body finds another way to move. It relies on other, less suitable muscles. Your hamstrings and lower back muscles are often recruited first. They're not designed to be prime movers for hip extension. This compensation is a recipe for disaster. Inefficiency, reduced power output, and higher risk of strain and injury in the lower back and knees. Your body works harder but produces less force. The main engine is offline. Our bodies are designed for movement. We evolved to walk. We evolved to run. We evolved to squat. We evolved to climb. When you lock it into a single static position for hours every day, you are fighting against millions of years of evolutionary design. The chair becomes a cage for your hips. The consequences are direct and measurable. Change your mindset. Adopt movement snacks. A movement snack is a short, targeted burst of movement you perform periodically throughout the day. Think of it as a micro-dose of mobility. It interrupts static positions. The power is frequency. Many small snacks instead of one big session. 60 to 90 seconds per snack. One every hour while sitting. Massive cumulative effect. These snacks do three key things. Prevent muscles and connective tissue from stiffening. Send new movement signals to your brain. Improve joint blood flow and lubrication. When your code is compiling, stand up and do 30 seconds of high knees. While you wait for the microwave, perform 10 slow, controlled bodyweight squats. After you finish a meeting, take 60 seconds to do some gentle hip circles. Before you sit down to start a gaming session, do a set of 10 glute bridges. These are resets, not workouts. They break the stagnation cycle. Make them automatic. Attach to existing habits. Use a timer every hour. Movement as low-level background process, not a scheduled event. 10 90-second snacks. 15 minutes of mobility per day. You did it without finding extra time. Perfect for busy nerd life. Efficient, effective, easy. Sometimes you need a more structured approach to kickstart the healing process. This is where the 3-step hip reboot protocol comes in. Think of this as your primary software update for your hips. It is a simple, logical sequence designed to systematically address the core issues of hip stiffness. You can perform this protocol as a single 10 to 12-minute session or break it up and use each step as a movement snack throughout your day. The sequence is critical. The protocol is built on a logical 3-part framework: release, activate, integrate. The first step in our hip reboot protocol is to release and lengthen the tight tissues on the front of the hip. The primary target here is the hip flexor muscle group. When these muscles are chronically tight from sitting, they act like a tether, pulling your pelvis forward and restricting your ability to extend your hip. Our goal is to gently reduce this tension and encourage the nervous system to relax its grip. We will use a classic, simple stretch with a specific focus on technique. Start by kneeling on the floor, perhaps on a yoga mat or a soft towel for comfort. Bring one foot forward so that your front knee is bent at 90 degrees and your front foot is flat on the floor. Your back knee will remain on the ground. From this position, perform a posterior pelvic tilt. Gently tuck your tailbone under, flatten your lower back. That action should create a stretch in the front of your back leg's hip. Gently shift your weight forward, only an inch or two. Increase the stretch. Do not lunge forward. You should feel a stretch, but no sharp pain. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds. During the hold, focus on breathing. Take slow, deep, diaphragmatic breaths. After the hold, switch sides and repeat. If you have a foam roller or a lacrosse ball, you can add a soft tissue component. Before you do the stretch, gently roll the front of your thigh and hip area for about 30 seconds per side. Trying to strengthen a joint locked down by tension is like accelerating with the parking brake on. Step 1 is about downregulation. We're calming the system. Move slowly, breathe deeply, be gentle. This prepares the canvas for the work to come. Once we've created slack in the front, we need to activate the muscles on the back. Now that we have created some slack in the front of the hip, it's time for step 2, activating the glutes. This step is absolutely crucial. Simply stretching the front without waking up the back is a common mistake. It leaves the system unbalanced. Our goal here is to re-establish a strong mind-muscle connection with your glutes. The primary move for this step is the glute bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Your arms can rest by your sides. Before you even lift, tilt your pelvis slightly to ensure your lower back is neutral. Drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes to lift your hips off the floor. Raise until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Initiate with glutes, not by arching your lower back. At the top of the movement, pause for a full 2 seconds. In this top position, you should be actively and intensely squeezing your glutes. This isometric hold is where the magic happens. After the hold, slowly lower with control. Do not just flop down. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions, focusing entirely on the quality of the glute contraction, not height or speed. If you want to level up, add a mini band above your knees and press outward as you bridge. This engages the gluteus medius for hip stability. This is not a strength exercise in the traditional sense. It is a neurological drill, waking a dormant muscle and restoring its function. Now we must put it all together in step 3, integration. We teach the body to use this newly rebooted hip function in a coordinated, loaded movement. The move is the box squat, or the chair squat. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart, toes slightly outward. Initiate by sending your hips back as if to sit. Keep your chest up and your core engaged. Control the descent for 3 to 4 seconds until you gently touch the box, then pause for 1 to 2 seconds without relaxing. Feet flat, knees tracking over feet, torso upright. Drive through your feet and forcefully extend your hips to stand. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Perform 8 to 10 slow, perfect reps. A great plan is useless if you don't implement it. The beauty of this hip reboot protocol is its flexibility. You can adapt it to even the busiest schedules. The key is consistency over intensity. Doing this 3 times a week beats doing it once then forgetting. Option A. The pre-workout prime. Use the entire 3-step protocol as your warm-up. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes. Release, activation, integration. Option B. The movement snack stack. Break the protocol into parts across the day. Option C. The daily reset. Do the full 10-minute protocol at a consistent time each day. Creating a short daily habit is the most powerful way to create lasting change. If you plan to film this routine or just want to enhance your own experience, music is a powerful tool. The right soundtrack can set the mood, guide the tempo, and make the process more engaging. Hit the like button and subscribe for more. For the 12-minute lesson, start with an uplifting synthwave track for the intro. Duck to a low ambient track during explanations. For the workout, use a steady, calm lo-fi or chill-hop beat at low volume. This protocol is more than a series of exercises. It's a fundamental shift in how you care for your foundation. Small, intelligent actions, done regularly, yield massive returns. Right now, stand up from your chair. Do 5 slow, controlled glute bridges on the floor. Then 5 slow, controlled bodyweight squats. Feel your hips moving. Feel your glutes firing. This is the beginning. Hit the like button and subscribe. Your mission is simple. Start now and go unlock your gains.